Jacobs joins us now. Good to see you, Nick.
It's great to see you,
Good to see you, Mick. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to say. He's going to be talking to MIAA football this season with us.
Yeah.
You know MIAA football. You know all levels of football, don't you?
You betcha.
It's pretty scary.
No, it's not. It's going to be a great time.
No, it should be. Which Wichita Wrangler are you most excited about?
I saw everybody's trying to go with Alex Gordon.
On the website, are they?
I guess. I saw the Jacks and everybody else on the show.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with Luke Hochaver because of the novelty factor. He's new, he's exciting, and until he goes like Burgos and loses us games, I'm excited for him. I don't know about you.
And he was a pick higher than Alex Gordon.
Okay,
he was number one, Alex Gordon was number 2, so much better there.
So you teach me something every day, man.
I know. I tell you what, I try to learn when I'm out here on set all hours of the day. All
Okay.
right,
Good
Northwest, let's start off with the Bearcats. Had some question marks coming in off that national championship game appearance last season. How'd those question marks look? Were they answered in week 1?
You know, to tell you the truth, some of them were at least put to rest a little bit, because when you take a look at Northwest with the O-line, they lost their left guard, they lost the center, they lost the right guard. The only thing they returned was their left tackle, Reed Kirby, and Oak Park Northman, and right tackle, John Holtzclaw. Now, the thing about them is their quarterback, Josh Lamberson, left, obviously, and they replaced him with another Josh Matthews. This past weekend, he was 17-25, 281 yards, 3 touchdowns. Now, the thing about him is he can rocket launch things. He, on the other hand, they do a lot of intermediate passing routes, and he has had a little bit of trouble with that. So as the year goes on, the O-line will get better. The receivers, everything, timing will get better. But as of, what's up?
Well, I was just say, still the best team in this conference?
As of right now, they would be, but as the MIAA is, there's 5 teams that are capable of taking first place.
They do kind of bottleneck up there sometimes. What about Washburn, number 15 in the polls?
Right.
Sam System, he's still there for like a 10th year of eligibility,
He was
right?
at Tonka in 2002. Now he's at Washburn yet again for his final season. Because last year he had a medical red shirt that with his knee, and they did arthroscopic surgery. From that point, he is back for this year. He's leading an inexperienced wide receiving corps. Let's take a look at the highlights here. The guy that I want to talk about is Jordan Brill, the quarterback, because he, this past weekend, was 18-27 for 309 yards, 5 touchdowns, and MIAA Player of the Week. Now, the other thing is the big question mark was their defense, the linebacking corps. They run a 4-4-3, and when you take a look at that, that is a big concern. They had their defensive line that was okay. The cornerbacks were fine, but the linebackers with Chris Brown, former North Kansas City guy, he is in his 3rd position. He went from fullback to safety. Now he's back at outside linebacker. You have Zach Watkins, former Metro Sports intern, who had 12 tackles in the game. He had over 150 at Truman. And then lastly, you have a recognizable name, Bruce Ringwood, the former Blue Springs linebacker that is now...
Was at Kansas.
He was at Kansas. He's transferred to Washburn, and they are going to be a scary team to go against this year.
Those former Metro Sports interns, they go so far.
They do.
Sometimes just right back into the studio.
Yeah.
All right, give us 5 guys on NFL men's radars right now.
Well, if
teams looking at guys in
if
the
I'm a
NCAA.
scout right now, the guy that I am looking at, more importantly, is Toby Cordy, the quarterback from CMSU. When you take a look at him, he's 6'4", 235. He runs a 5'2", 40, which is kind of bad for a quarterback, considering whenever I was an offensive lineman, weighing 260, I ran a 5 flat. But Toby Cordy, as you can see here, he is 15th best in the nation. He transferred to CMSU last year. He had some trouble learning the system, but now he's ready to go. He has amazing arm accuracy. When you watch this guy, he's uncanny. He can throw the intermediate, he can throw the deep, you name it, he can throw it. And the interesting fact, Mick, is the fact that at age 23, he has 3 kids, 5, 3, and 1. So what that does is that makes him a better leader, and he also has a maturity that most quarterbacks in the MIAA
has to go home at night, too, and not get in any trouble, which is always a good thing.
That is also very true.
All right, another mule is Kendall Ricketts, a Kansas City boy.
Right.
Is he turning heads in the NFL?
This guy, how can I say it? He is flat out amazing. He's also CMSU. He played at Raytown South in high school. Now he is there. He had 171 tackles in only 2 seasons. He's an All-American last year, preseason All-American this upcoming year, and he only has 7 interceptions. But the thing about him is he is a ball hawk. He is going to be around the ball every single play, no matter where the ball's thrown. He will be there. He's like a Jared Page for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's always going to be there.
All right, some other guys we could be seeing playing on Sundays because I asked for 5, and that was only 2.
You betcha.
Let's give 3 more here. Who do you see?
Okay, when I take a look here, Jermaine Race. This guy from Pitt State, he went over 1,846 yards, 33 touchdowns in only 6 games because he had a hamstring injury. He was a finalist for the Harlem Hill Award, which is, as you know, the equivalent to the Heisman Trophy. It's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, kind of a big deal.
It is. Other guy is Alan Barbary, left tackle from Missouri Southern. I talked to his coach, Bart Tatum. He said that he is the equivalent of Seth One, who was a former Northwest tackle and played in the NFL. He says he has the technique, he has the footwork, he has the hands. He is going to be capable of it. And lastly, the other person we had on there was Fletcher Terrell from Washburn. Not to be confused with Terrell Fletcher from the Chargers. Okay, great. He is also an All-American, and he is a flat-out stud. He is always around the ball. He's a shutdown corner, kind of like Ty Law.
That sounds good. It's good information there.
You betcha.
Any big games this week we should look out for?
The game this week, unfortunately, since MIAA Interconference does not go till next week, is Northwest versus Nebraska-Omaha. Northwest is number 2 in the nation. Nebraska-Omaha is number 10 in the nation. This is going to be the biggest game of the week, unfortunately. There's only one, and this will be it.
The rest are going to just skate by, I guess?
It is going to be, I'm going to call it a tune-up because most of them should win by at least 30 or 40 points.
So you like MIAA over MIAA?
You betcha.
What, you like to say that better?
Mm-hmm. MIAA.
I like AA. Is that okay?
Well, you know what?
Can I say that?
It's not like Sesame Street, okay? I like to spell things out.
That's true. Nick Jacobs, everybody. Thanks very much. We're going to see you probably far too often this fall. All right?
For your taste, yes.
I can't wait.